Hello there. This is not the original voice of the video, as you may notice. You don't hear the helicopter sound from the camera for your bad luck. Let me just close the window now because you're probably hearing the voices from the cars, not voices, noise, yeah. And from the winds, it's gonna become a bit hot in here, but I'll just go over that. Um, what we're doing here is waffles, as you may see. Well, it's not that easy to guess from the first sight, but yeah, you first splunge the eggs. I do it with a fork. You can use a mixer instead. And after that, I get a contar. This electronic veins, and you have to put after this 300 milliliters of milk. I forgot to say that it's 2 eggs. That's for like 10 waffles. Okay, 10 waffles. 2 eggs, 300 milliliters of milk. Uh, you break the eggs, then you put the milk, and you break the eggs with the milk until you get something that's at least near to homogeneous. So yeah, it's very pleasantly to talk after you have already shot the video, honestly. Actually, it is also nice to talk while doing the video, but I had two guests there that had very special wishes, so I mean, they didn't want to be heard in the video because they have shames and fears and stuff. I don't know, someone will rape them if he hears his voice, theirs. Yeah, I kind of had this fear as younger too, so I maybe kind of understand them, but not exactly. Yeah. Anyways, break them. 2 eggs, 300 milliliters of milk. Uh, exactly on this case, I used what was it? 1.5% fat milk. But if you have whole milk, the so-called, unpasteurized, full fat, everything in there, it will be much greater. Um, Next off is butter. As you can see, a fat advertisement of this Minchevy, I think, Minchevy Limited or Carton. However, yeah, fat advertisements. They haven't paid me for that, if you want to know. So we put 70 grams of butter in there, right? No, no, wait, it's 40. Yes, 40 grams of butter into this. But don't just do as I'm doing in the video. Yes, I just misled you, but don't go too fast because you first have to melt this butter. Either way, it's gonna go in chunks, and it's gonna take you a lot more time if you do it as I did it in this case. But we're gonna fix that problem later. It's just it was a big circus. I just put that in, and one of the guys like, "Geez, what did you do that? You want me to phone my mother? She's a professional cook." And I'm like, "Okay." And I was gonna put this whole mixture into the, uh, you know, the oven, so that the the butter could go on a fluidly substance. Uh, so I tried that, but just before, yeah, also that thing with the lighting, and I was like, "Do we have a lighting? Okay, I'm gonna try this, melt the butter with it." So one of the guys was like, "No, geez, no." I'm like, uh, "Do you do you have any preferences if there's taste of propan butan?" And he's like, "Yes, I do." So I stopped that after he said he doesn't want. After all, you have to find something that's in the middle that most of the people at least agree to. So the solution was to get the butter with a filter spoon, put it in a metal cup, and then in a pan full of water, put it on the heater, and just wait for the butter to melt while mixing it up with the fork again. So when it becomes fluid, you put it back into the milk and eggs mixture, and you mix it up. Much more quality, you'll get from that. So this is a very time and energy consuming mistake that I did over here. So you better off don't do that. Like, literally, you don't need to. If you want to experiment, like how much time it's gonna take you to mix hard chunk butter, then maybe go ahead. But if you want to do stuff efficiently with m- less time and energy, then I recommend you just melt the butter before putting it in. So this is a time where that guy told me about he doesn't want to eat something that tastes of propan. It's not that funny, but however, so it's Sunday, yeah, no, Saturday. It was Saturday, the 22nd of July, 2017, and I invited like 24 people, I think, yes, 24, and only two came, which is not a surprise for the efforts that I'm making. I mean, I don't know what exactly to fix and change, but most of the time, it's like 2, 3 people. The maximum people that have come to a party like this was 9, and I don't know what was the magic about this then, but there's a lot of reasons that there could be, but they don't give me exact feedback, nor they just say no, they're like lying or just not answering, and it's kind of weird because you don't know what to change and how to do stuff differently so that the offer will be more pleasing. But I'm facing this problem, and I'll probably have to find the flaws myself, maybe with a little help of my family. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to do this like weekly, and when it's vacation, like in this example with summer, not that I want to go to school. I'm not gonna go to an ordinary school, by the way. I'm gonna go on private, homeschooling. So, anyways, I'm doing this once or twice a week and trying to cook different stuff. This time it was with paid waffles because all the materials come from me, and I bought a machine specially for that, so they were paying me 1 Bulgarian left per waffle. Right now I'm putting the sugar, I think, or we'll see. It it's either the sugar, either the yeah, it's the sugar. 70 grams of sugar, okay? 70 grams. That's like depends on how sweet you want it, but that's the standard recipe that I got in there. So 7-0, 7-0. You put it in, you mix it with the eggs, the butter, and the milk. Mix it up very nice because you don't want to have sugar chunks in there like like with the butter. So yeah. Um and the result was that actually I had 4 orders, right? Yeah. One of the boys he got 1 waffle, the other one got 3 waffles. So and I ate the rest along with my sister. She ate 2. Yeah. So um, the machine costed me like almost you know 69 Bulgarian levs and 90 Bulgarian cents. That's like almost. It's really actually 70 Bulgarian levs. So um, I want to pay this off. So, oh yeah, by the way, I put brown cane Muscovado sugar in here. I asked him like one of the boys he had protested to the brown sugar, and I'm like, are you sure? Like, taste it, just try it at least. And he was like, yeah, okay, go. I'm not gonna taste it, but just go with that. And after that, later when the waffles are ready, he tried only like sugar like that, and he said it was actually quite nice. And putting brown cane muscovado sugar in the waffles when they're baking, it results in receiving something similar to molasses juicing out of them, which is quite nice. Like you have this brown juice coming out of the waffles, and it's actually molasses, so it's quite great. To my opinion, I like it very much. So I prefer putting brown cane muscovado sugar in there. It's like really humid. It's not like the white sugar. It has more elements in it. Quite better. This here it's cinnamon. I put a bit too much, but it depends on your taste. They actually got quite good, so it wasn't a mistake to me. But if you're not someone who likes cinnamon, just leave it. So cinnamon, it's maybe about 10 grams, even less. It depends on your taste again. So what was I saying? Yeah, this waffle machine, it costed me about 70 Bulgarian levs, and the materials exactly for this 10 waffles that I cooked on this meal, they were like 565 at 5 Bulgarian left, 65 Bulgarian cents. And uh, what I got from this investment on this day was 4 Bulgarian lefts, and the rest, the rest of the materials that I used, they got into my mouth and my sister. So, like we ate, so it's not like a loss. It's half of the materials were got I got them back in the form of money. Not half, okay, not half, but almost half of them. Yeah, this is, by the way, soda, like sodium bicarbonate and citric acid, like to buff them up, so that there will be air bubbles, and stuff like that. Their volume will expand up to the limits of the machine in there. So almost half of the resources got back to me in the form of money, and the rest in the form of food for me and my sister. We ate the rest of the waffles that they didn't eat, so it wasn't really a loss because that was the meal for the noon after all. So yeah, lunch. I mean, not noon, but lunch. Yeah, that was our lunch, and I repaid like 1 in 76 level out of the actual machine. The other income went for the materials, so there's like a lot more left to repay. Over here I'm putting the, how do you call this, muka brashno? Oh, come on, semolina? No, it's not sem. I forgot the word. Like dough? No, no, no. Flour, yes, floor, flour. Jeez, I'm forgetting English, do you know? It's 250 grams of flour, 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 flour. Oh, come on. 250 grams. I asked them like white or black, and they're like white totally. I don't understand that, but after all, I'm doing it partly for them, partly for me, and I don't mind that much eating white, but I would prefer the black one. But if they prefer the white one, I'm just gonna do it like that because I would agree with them in that case. So you mix it up along with the sugar that we put, with the citric acid, the soda. By the way, the soda isn't sodium bicarbonate. That's how they call it, but it's actually sodium hydrogen carbonate. So it's different. It's not only carbonate. It's hydrogen carbonate, and there's a big difference to that. Mix it up really nice until you get something that's close to homogeneous. Again. And what else? Yeah, they like the molasses, they like the brown sugar. They didn't eat the plum jam, which I offer for 8 Bulgarian levs per jar. I had a free sample, of course, and yeah, put a bit salt in the mixture, just a bit, so that the gluten will connect better. When you put salt, it helps the gluten connect. That's what I know. They also, one of the boys, he ate the dried grape. I don't recall how we call that in English. We call it stafida. And what else? The other one wanted chocolate, but I'm like, no man, if you want chocolate, go get him. But I'm not gonna buy such stuff. Like this is toxic for me. I don't need such shit. So I offered him, if you want chocolate, I can give you raw, cocoa seeds, like, but he denied that. So, um, yeah. What else? I had other sauces like honey. Yeah, they really liked also the honey, acacium honey. And whoa, is that more salt? I mean, did I just double the video? No, who knows? I forgot that I had already put salt in. I put it twice. Well, that's a bit embarrassing. mm, what else, man? Yeah, one of the guys. He was, you know, um, I don't have a mobile phone with a touchscreen, so I don't have internet on it. And he typed me out something on Facebook like I'm down, come open the door. And I don't check Facebook, I check it sometimes, but I would expect either for them to call me on the phone, either to ring on the that's the machine, by the way, either ring on the machine that's next to the door, type 014. But he's like waiting there. And yeah, anyways, guys, the video is finishing, so thank you for watching that, and have a nice day. Maybe prepare some waffles yourself. As you see, they're very beautiful, very nice. So yeah, this guy had some form of a learned helplessness, if you ask me. I mean, it's not nice. Just waiting for other people to do the work that you can simply do in some seconds. So again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.